Hey y'all, it's Julie, the nursing tutor. I wanted to work some problems with you finding the IV flow rate when it's less than 60 minutes. A lot of times this will throw folks. So we're going to handle that. Here we go. You ready? Ampicillin, 1.5 grams in 100 milliliters of normal saline to infuse over 45 minutes. So you remember for the infusion rate, it's the total volume over the time in hours. But when it is less than 45 minutes, I set it up like this. Look, the total volume is 100 milliliters. You see how I'm putting that on there, the ml? So Ethel will know I know what I'm talking about. And then it's going over 45 minutes, but it's milliliters per hour. So we have to tell the problem that we're dealing with a 60-minute hour, or else it's going to think we're dealing with a 45-minute hour. There's a lot of other ways people do this, but my poor little brain, if you put a second fraction over here, I'm going to lose my mind. So, because I don't know whether to cross multiply or find a common denominator. So I don't worry my pretty little head about it, and I just do it like this. And I do all the math on the top. And then I divide it by the number on the bottom. So watch this. Okay, we have 100 times 60 equals, don't look at it because you're not done, divided by 45. And that is going to be 133.3 milliliters, which will equal 133 milliliters per hour. I just don't want to go off the page. Look, boom. Saved another one. You see that? Okay, let's do another one. I'm going to turn my paper this way. Okay. The orders for cimetidine, 300 milligrams IV piggyback Q6 hours in 50 milliliters, normal saline, infused in 20 minutes. Now look, the cimetidine 300, that's a distractor. So don't let it distract you, because you don't need that to figure this out. You need that 50 milliliters right there in 20 minutes. So the total volume is 50 milliliters. I'm telling the problem we're dealing with a 60-minute hour, and it's going in at 20 minutes. And so we're going to take our calculator and do all the math on the top and then divide by the number on the bottom. So it's 50 times 60 equals divided by 20. And so that's going to need to go at 150 milliliters per hour. You believe it? Look, boom, saved another one. You see that? You just have to tell the problem that it's a 60-minute hour, and it's going to work out. All right, here we go. Let's do another one. Zosyn, 2 grams in 100 milliliters of D5W over 40 minutes. So the 2 grams is a distractor. The total volume we have is 100 milliliters, and we're dealing with a 60-minute hour divided by 40 milliliters. Minutes. Look. I'm going to shut up. Here we go. We're doing all the math on the top. 100 times 60 equals divided by 40. 40 minutes. Look, that one's going to go at 150 milliliters per hour. You want to see? Boom. We saved them. And gummit. I know the numbers are off, just, somewhere inside yourself, be all right with it. So infuse 50 milliliters of antibiotic in D5W in 30 minutes. So, yeah, like a machine, 50 milliliters You see how I'm tacking that on? Times a 60-minute problem over 30 minutes. I always put that so she ain't got no question in her mind. You know what you're doing. All the math on the top. 50 times 60 equals, divided by 30. That's going to be going at 100 milliliters per hour. So look, you're not going to freak out. Look at there. Boom. We saved another one. You're not going to freak out if they give you something that's less than 60 minutes because you know what you're doing. Tell that problem it's 60 minutes. Now, I know, don't come for me if you like to do 0.5. That's on you. If that's the way your world functions, cool. But don't be mad because mine functions different. Anyway, I hope these helped. That's my Facebook page. Y'all go follow me, tag me, whatever you do to be able to see it again. And then that's me on YouTube. I know right now my YouTube is don't have as much as maybe some folks would like, but it's coming. I'm telling you, it's coming. It's going to be loaded. Let's do this one. The nurse is asked to infuse 150 milliliters of normal saline IV piggyback in 30 minutes. What you going to do? You going to do 150 milliliters. We're telling the problem it's a 60-minute hour over 30 minutes. And then we're doing the math like an Olympic gold medalist. 150 times 60 equals, just don't even look at it, because some people that would throw them to the left. That's going to be going in at 300 milliliters per hour. Look. Boom. Saved another one. Okay, let's do another one. The physician orders reads Ansef 2 grams IV piggyback, Q 6 hours, infuse over 30 minutes. The pharmacy sends Ansef 2 grams in 50 milliliters normal saline. Now there's a lot of distractors in here. That 2 grams, but they need to know that you know I don't need all that. All I need is that total volume is 50 milliliters times 60, and it's going in over 30 minutes. Get your handy dandy calculator and let's do it. 50 times 60 divided by 30, that equals 100 mLs per hour. Boom. Yeah. Saved another one because it's simply how we roll. You understand? All right, let's do another one. The patient is receiving Keflin 1 gram IV piggyback, Q12 hours. The drug comes mixed in 50 milliliters of normal saline to be infused over 30 minutes. So, boom, here we go. Our total volume is 50 milliliters. We're dealing with a 60-minute hour, and it's infusing over 20 minutes. Yeah, we're doing it. 50 times 60 equals, divided by 20. And that's going to equal 150 milliliters per hour. I know my penmanship's a bit janky, but look, we still saved them. Boom, we saved them. All right. Ansef 1 gram IV piggybacking 50 milliliters D5W in 30 minutes. What you gonna do? We're going to, total volume is 50 milliliters times 60 minutes, hours. Oops. And it's infusing over 30 minutes. So we're doing it. 50 times 60 equals, divided by 30 equals, that's going to be 100 milliliters per hour. You believe me? Look, Yeah. Mm-hmm. You like it. You like it, I can tell. So, the order reads C-Chlor, 250 milligrams IV piggyback and 100 milliliters of D5W in 30 minutes. What you gonna do? All right, we know what we're gonna do. We're doing 100 milliliters times 60, because the problem needs to know that. 30 over 30 minutes. And then we're doing the math, all the math on the top, then divided by what's on the bottom. So we're doing 100 times 60 equals, divided by 30 equals. Look, that's going in at 200 milliliters per hour. Mm-hmm. You see that? Look. Boom. Yeah. We saved another one. Okay, look. Ansef, 2 grams, IV piggyback and 100 milliliters of D5W in 45 minutes. What you gonna do? This is what we're gonna do. We're taking the total volume, which is 100 mLs, telling it it's a 60-minute hour, Homer, and this is infusing at 45 minutes. And then we're doing the math. That times that, divided by that. Y'all do the math with me so you can know. Divided by 45 equals. That's going to be 133.3, which will equal 133 milliliters per hour. You see that? We saved another one. My word. Okay, I'm going to finish this. Look at here. Rocephin, 1 gram, IV piggyback, and 200 milliliters D5W in 30 minutes. What you going to do? We're going to do 200 milliliters. We're telling it it's a 60-minute problem. Divided by 30 minutes. And then we're doing it, the math, with our handy-dandy calculator. 200 times 60 equals divided by 30. Dog. That's going in at 400 milliliters per hour. All right. Be sure and check his respirations. Look, but we saved them. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, one more. Penicillin, 500 milligrams IV piggyback and 100 milliliters D5W over 20 minutes. What you gonna do? That 500 milligrams is a distractor. And look, they have to know that you know you don't need that because you're going to be a nurse. I mean, folks' lives in your hand. So, we're going to set up our problem. 100 milliliters times 60 minutes. Going in at 20 minutes. Here we go. 100 times 60 equals, divided by 20 equals 300 milliliters an hour is what we're going to have to run it in. An hour. I'm just jankified writing. You know. Boom. You know. Okay. And then I put this one in here simply because I love you. Okay. The medication order reads in vans, 1 gram IV piggyback daily, infuse over 30 minutes. Okay, listen, I hope you stayed till this one. I know the number's off. The directions indicate that the vial should be reconstituted with 10 milliliters of sterile water. So they sent us a powder vial of the medicine. And now we got to take 10 milliliters of sterile water and shoot it in there and shaky, shaky, shaky. And then we're going to draw that out and add it to a 50 milliliter bag. So I want you to see, if I add 10 milliliters, it's not 50 milliliters anymore, it's 60. You get that? So the total volume is going to be 60 milliliters. And then I got to tell the problem it's a 60-minute hour. And then it's infusing over 30 minutes. And we're going to do all the math on the top and divide it by that bottom number. So get your handy-dandy calculators. 60 times 60 equals, divided by 30, it's got to go in at 120 mLs per hour. Okay? Dun, 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 dun. You ready? Boom. We saved another one. I want to make sure that when you have to reconstitute whatever amount of water it tells you, or whatever you shoot in the little sucker, you have to add it to the IV bag that you're putting it in. Okay? And look, I'm Julie, the nursing tutor, and I sure hope this helps you. Y'all have a wonderful evening.